you do realize that there has been a way to play Genshin. And this specific way is the way Mihoyo has definitely intended. To elaborate further, look at this cutscene. Do you see anything very interesting about it? No? Of course you didn't, you stupid. Look again! Do it! Do you see now? Traveler is using a dull blade. How did you not notice this? And alongside that, he uses the element of the corresponding region every single time. So with these clear rules that Mihoyo has clearly intended for us to have, we are going to play Genshin how Mihoyo had actually intended us to play. Here are the rules. Rule number 1. The traveler must use his element in the corresponding region. For instance, if he's in Mondstadt, he must use Anemo. This is purely because if you take a look at the cutscenes, you shall see that the traveler uses the element for every single corresponding region that he has been at. Rule number 2. I cannot invite another person. This is purely because it makes the challenge way too easy. Rule number 3. I am allowed to use characters that are given to me through trial in domains. I am also allowed to use characters that are from their respective regions. For example, I can use Amber in Mondstadt. As a slight extra rule, if I look into Mihoyo's videos on YouTube and I see that Amber is in another region such as Liyue, I will add that because technically it happened, right? Yeah, I'm gonna add that. I don't care what you guys say. Get fucked. As for rule number 4, I can only use dull blade for my traveler. Rule number 5, wishing is allowed. So with all the rules out of the way, we're gonna try play Genshin how Hoyoverse really intended for us to play, with the most lore accurate way possible. Okay, back to the challenge. We begin our quest by choosing one of the main 2 characters. Now, I had to think long and hard about this. No, I didn't. I chose Aoife. You wanna know why? Look at all the promotional stuff that they've done. Hoyoverse have clearly made it obvious that Aoife is their favorite, and I had to come up with a name for myself. Everything was all fine and dandy. I did everything that the tutorial wanted me to do. And well, let's just say I did a lot of grinding. And when I say a lot, I mean this. I then eventually went to the cutscene. I then cleared everything like a boss. And I slapped some good old artifacts on our boy because he actually deserves it. Look at all this. How did I do this? The power of grinding, sir. The power of grinding. We then fought the blue dragon of death, and then we had to put a crisis to Mondstadt's never-ending terror. Oh no! I then decided I was a gambling addict, and I went for the wish of going for Noelle. And guess what? I got Chongyun. This will be very useful for us for when we enter Liyue. We did the Amber quest, Kaya quest, Lisa quest, and we leveled up. Yay! As a friendly reminder, I am allowed to use these characters as they are from their regions, and it makes sense. I then went to collect all of these delectable rewards. Just look at this. Here it is. I also checked my adventurer's handbook to collect all the things that I missed. We then met Wanker and proceeded to collect one more rank reward. For some reason, I decided I was going to fight a rune guard, and that's exactly what I did. I then unlocked one of the statues, and I proceeded to do gambling once again. Please give me something gold. Would you look at that? I had Ningguang. This will also help for my Liyue part of my quest. We then stole the Holy Lyre and proceeded to scare the living shit out of this Fatui guard. Just look how scared he was. Please, don't! I then had to defeat this rune guard again, which I did easily. And then we did one of the final domains. We then panned to the part where Venti summons a dragon, and now we move on to trying to level up even more. I decided doing commissions was a good idea, because it was. After I did that, I went on to do the domain in Wolvendom, because it gives me XP. And wow, just look at this sunset. Just how does it look this gorgeous? I couldn't believe it. That was actually beautiful. We proceeded to do the Kaya quest, which we did with ease. And then we finally moved on to doing our gliding license exam with Amber. Ooh, I've been delaying this for so long. But no, it was really easy. We then move on to Lisa's story quest, which was also easy. I've noticed a trend. Everything here is quite easy. I think it's the fact that I was able to use all these characters, but as the challenge progresses, I know that it will get a lot more difficult as time goes on, because soon I'll not be able to use any of these characters. Like a psychopath, once again, I decided to wish on Navia, because I really wanted this character so bad, and look at this! I got a purple. Hey, but I got Sucrose. Yay! I need an Inazuman character. Please. We then pan to me wishing again, and then this time, I actually got another purple. But I did get Lynette, and I was actually quite happy with that, because that means I'm gonna have C1. Just listen to my reaction. Oh, okay, C1. We then finally did the Zhangling quest, and this time it was so easy. If you compare it to my mail-only account, oh man, that was hell. But this time, it was easy. I decided I want to go to Dragonspine, which was kind of a bad idea because all these characters are really buff as heck, and I do very little damage. I mean, I'll have no problem killing them. It's just, it'll take 10 years to kill them. But I can do it. I then unlocked Dragonspine. Yay. I then proceeded to do more wishes. What is wrong with me? I kept getting blue over and over again, and I'm losing hope. Mihoyo does not love this account. It doesn't like it. This is the Canon Traveler. The Canon Traveler, he never gets what he wants. I'm not kidding, I literally got no one. I then tested Navia because look at that damage, that's insane. I then decided to take a nap, and before you know it, it's the next day. And well, here's some live commentary for you guys. Joel, I have some bad news. You're adopted.
How'd it go? Any news from my daddy?
I didn't find anything.
Really? But the Knights of Avonia said the daddy...
Oh god, my voice.
I bet daddy would be worried sick if he came home and couldn't find me. Thanks for helping me. Here, take these. Where are you, Daddy?
Okay, this is just sad. I'm sorry, Joel. What did I get from this? Oh, damn, he gave me 40 Primal Gems. Let me waste that. I don't have enough to waste that. Let's do this. With our ultimate Doughblade Traveler. Look at this. Oh, my statue. My statue was bugged. I tried to level this thing, and it just... Like, it says that. Like, that's not possible. I had a bunch of animoculi, and it didn't process it. Hoyoverse, could you fix that? What just happened? Like, I want to know what really happened there. After that little bit of shenanigans, we move on to the final piece of the Mondstadt part of the Archon quest. We had to defeat a few guys here and there, but guess what? All of them were just a breeze for Traveler because he has plot armor. I ran into zero issues because I am the Traveler and I am the canon Traveler. Yes, I am the Traveler. I am the real one, not you, me. I then had an absolute spaz attack trying to kill the dragon, and then just watched my boy Diluc get knocked. Oh, no. Oh, minus point for Diluc there. Oh, man. It hurts seeing my boy get knocked down like that. That's my homie right there. But I'm getting way too ahead of myself because we defeated that dragon with Venti. Yeah. And don't lecture me on that fact that I never used Traveler because Venti was given to me as a trial character. And in my headcanon, Venti was the one who defeated him. We then witnessed Venti's virginity get taken out of him. Just look at this, Signora.
I'm stealing your virginity.
Look at what she done. She massacred my boy. Then once all of this stuff ended, Venti suggested that we go to Liyue. And we would, but we are underleveled. And believe it or not, it takes forever to level up in this game. So I decided to do a little bit of Diluc's quest, and I'm going to leave it here. Now you, yes you, if you did watch to the end, I thank you a lot. Please push this video out by giving the video a simple like and maybe even a comment. And yes, I will make longer videos as long as you are subscribed. I need more viewers to watch my videos. That is all from me. Thank you.